All right, well, 2020 is almost over. That sounds crazy. I can't believe that's already the case, right? But it's true. If you've been here with us since the very beginning, I've been telling you how 2020 was going to be a year not about what we could see, but about what we couldn't see. And man, has that been the case. I told you that I believe for us as a church, God is calling us to move forward by faith, to not shrink back. And I'll tell you, that could be the case in a year like this, right? To pull away, shrink back, cocoon. But I believe that God is calling us to move forward by faith. And I want to invite you right before the end of this year. We got these last few weeks. I told you at the beginning of this year, we're moving into this new season where we're trying to get ready for God's next move. And we think one of the big things He's going to do is we're believing that God is going to give us our first permanent location in the next few years. We are proclaiming it. We are believing it, that God is going to give us a space where we don't have to rent office space and service space and space for Hope Week and space for Alpha and all these things. But God is going to give us a space where we can do greater ministry than ever before. We're believing it, but we want to be ready for it. And that's why we're in the middle of this Move Forward campaign. We locked our budget, put everything towards this that comes in above everything that we normally have. And I wanted to just invite you before the end of this year, would you pray with me one last time and say, God, what is faith inviting me to do? If this is your church and you believe in our mission, I would just love to invite you before the end of the year, would you pray? Because maybe God really has still been blessing you through the season. I understand if you lost a job, if finances are different, listen, you're never responsible for more than what God gives you. But if you've been blessed and you've been wondering what is it that faith's inviting you to do before the end of this year, maybe God would prompt you to also give to help close out this year strong so that we can get off in that right direction. I know some people said, man, COVID hit and everything changed and I just got off. I really planned on being able to give and to prepare forward for this, but then everything just kind of seemed like it shook everything up and maybe I got scared and I pulled back. But I would just, of course, again, what is faith inviting you to do? Not just what are your senses telling you. What is faith inviting you to do? I believe God's getting ready to point out to our church our next location. But we want to be ready so that we can pull the trigger, we can throw a down payment, we can remodel it and continue to increase our influence. So I'd ask you, just consider one last time, maybe one last gift before the end of the year. If you think you want to support this next move forward step that we're going to be able to take, you can do it in our physical locations, you can do it on actschurch.com or through this number that you can do text to give as well. If Acts has touched your life in some way, pray that prayer and just ask before the end of the year, is there something else you want to give to help us move forward? We believe God is getting ready. We believe God has prepared a place for us, just like the story of Abraham I told you. We are going to continue to move forward by faith, believing very, very soon God is going to say here, and we are going to be ready for it because we move forward by faith, not by sight. Thank you so much.